Now let's see if, just confirm if this is the stream key or not. I have put the same stream key. Yes. Okay. Chalo. Okay. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Yes. So, good evening, my dearest NEET warriors. Sorry for the 8-minute delay. We were just confused with the stream key. But yes, now I guess we are live and working, and I can see your comments too. So, good evening, Sharika. Good evening, Surya. Good evening, Ishu. Good evening, Vismay. Robin Kumar. Good evening. Then we have Muskan, Ishu, Faizan, Arsh, Edids, Ananya. So all my good old students are here. So again, beta 21st of June is really approaching very near. This is I guess 8th, and this is I guess 8th. Yes. Hello Arsh, hello Maruti, hello Pikachu. Chalo, let's start beta. Now, what is the task for today? Task for today is again, uh, as the title suggests, 50 plus marks. Yes. Why? I will be again starting with obviously the most probable questions. But, sir, please, because I was reading some of the comments in the previous lives that most of the students are not comfortable in physical chemistry, that too, class 11th part of physical chemistry. So, beta, just sit back, take out your pen and copy, and I will be discussing those physical chemistry questions along with the relevant theory. But yes, high probable questions, not everything. Apart from that, we'll be dealing with complete class 11th physical, the high probable topics. Sir, what about class 12 beta? Those 3 chapters we have done, I guess, in the 500 MCQ session also, and in the physical live session also. The solution colligative properties, electrochemistry and chemical kinetics, we have dealt so many questions, and because the class 12 syllabus, people are more or less comfortable with it. But yes, many of the students were giving a suggestion that please sir, do the class 11th revision physical chemistry also. But yes, beta, class 11th physical chemistry questions, you should definitely keep this thing in your mind, that while attempting those questions in your actual D-Day, please make sure if they are consuming time, you will definitely read the question and you will get to know that it is time consuming. Then you should rather attempt those questions in the second go, not in the first one. And we'll be ending the session with again organic chemistry. What chapters? In my previous live, we have done aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid. So for today's live, I will be picking the NTA favorite, which is amines and biomolecules. So we'll be ending the session with amines and biomolecules. So I hope, yes, I'm starting. So I hope everybody is ready with their pen and copy. And with that, let us begin the session. I hope you can clearly, we are obviously starting with the first chapter of physical chemistry, the mole concept. But yes, we will be focusing on the high probable areas. So because there's a physical chemistry question, so giving you 45 seconds to attempt this one, and your time starts now. Quick, everybody, quick. How long? Beta, the session has not even started. Yes, Muskan is saying ready, sir. Ananya is saying yes, sir, with a big heart. Beta, we'll be extending. I mean, yes, I'll be. No, I will. I want you to revise more and more. And if you want to revise more and more, then I definitely know you need time. So we'll be making it quite time efficient. So let's say 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe, depends on how much doubts you ask, because I will be attempting each questions after seeing the result. If I feel that you need discussion, or if rather you feel you need proper discussion on this particular question or any particular question, we'll be designing the lecture accordingly. So nothing is pre-planned. It is all what you want and what you desire. So let's be quick with this one. People are answering. Perfect. People are answering A. So let's check. People are replying in the comment section. Yes, 80% are good. Yes, perfect, perfect. So let me be quick about it. Sir, if mass of one atom is this much, acha, mass of one atom is given in gram, mind you. Then you have to calculate the number of nucleons, and nucleons is the protons and neutrons. And mass is responsible because of neutrons, because of nucleons only, which is summation of neutrons and protons. Now, you have to give the number of nucleons present in two atoms. Most of the student miss this two atoms. So let us calculate for one. Sir, if mass is this, that means one atom is having so many nucleons who are weighing this much of weight. Yes, sir. Then what shall you do, sir? We know 1 U is equal to 1.66 or rather 67 into 10 raised to the power minus 24 gram. So 1 U is equal to this much. That means let us check how many nucleons we have. So because this is having in gram, so how many what weight of nucleons I am having? So this much. So if one weighs this much, then they will weigh how much? Sir, I have to divide this 3 point. This much gram is mass of one nucleon. So rather let me calculate it in U. So 1 gram will be equal to 1 upon 1.66 into 10 raised to the power minus 24 U. So can I replace this gram? Yes, sir, you can definitely do that. So atomic mass will be nothing but mass of nucleon will be equal to 3.32 into 10 raised to the power minus 23 upon this 1 gram can be written as 1.66 into 10 raised to the power minus 24. So this will be U. So how many, what is mass I'm getting in U? So this is quite easy. It will be cancelled. So this is 33 into 10 raised to the power minus 24. So minus 24 and minus 24 will be gone upon 1.66, which is nothing but 2 by 3. In fact, 1 plus 2 by 3, because 2 by 3 is somewhere around 0.67. So 1 plus 2 by 3. So this will rather be 1 plus 2 by 3 as in 5 by 3. So 33 into 3 divided by 5. Okay, I guess this is so much, na? I guess this will be so much. So rather, I guess there is a problem with the question or what? Nahi. Number of nucleons. Okay, mass is this much. So whatever be the number of nucleons into, okay. Rather, that is a very bad start for us. Why? Because the question is saying mass of one atom is this. So this is the mass of atom, and mass of atom is because of what? Sir, it is because of the nucleons. So this will be number of nucleons as in protons and electrons. So this will be number of nucleons into what is mass of each nucleon. So that is 1.66 into 10 raised to the power minus 24. Yes, beta, my bad. So this is the total mass, sir, which is 3.32 into 10 raised to the power minus 23. And this is in gram. So whatever it is, because this is also in gram. So this gram and that gram will be cancelled. So my bad. So this will give you number of nucleons. So this number of nucleons will be what, sir? Sir, this number of nucleons will be 3. Acha, it is still coming out to be the same, na? So number of nucleons will be 33 divided by 1.66. This will be number of nucleons into this is definitely. So number of nucleons will be 33. I guess we were solving some, okay, so it is 33.2 into 10 raised to the power minus 24 upon 1.66 into 10. Okay, beta, I guess we were doing some calculation error. This is 1.66, no? So 1 plus 2 by 3. So this is 5 by 3. Okay, 3 will go in the numerator. So this is 33.2 into 3 upon 5. So this is somewhere around 99.6 upon 5. So 100 by 5 is what? 100 by 5 is approximately 20. Okay. So this 20 number of nucleons exist in one atom. This many nucleons exist in one atom, and we are supposed to give data for 2, so it will be double. So for 2 it will be double, so 20 into 4. Yes, so rather a very bad start for us, but still I hope everybody got it. We, in fact, I took time in this one. Maybe this is because of the fact that I just finished a class in which we ended abruptly, so not a good temperament to start with, but still, because you people are there with me, so let me, yes, but still I guess it is more than clear for everybody. Beta, even I was making that silly mistake. Ultimately, I was doing it correctly, but out of the blue, that 33 upon 1.67 intrigued me. And the same answer I was getting, but I did some calculation blunder, not mistake. So, moving to the next question, uh, giving you again 45 seconds to attempt this one. Let's gain that momentum. Now beta, see, this is what momentum do to you. So if you start with a physical chemistry topic, then definitely you should not do that while giving your examination, because yes, sometimes the basic calculations cannot be in sync with you, rather if you have a different temperament of attempting in paper. But yes, still I guess that also gives you an idea that why you should always start a paper with relevant questions which you can just see and tick, so that it gives you the initial kick and momentum. And yes, once that momentum is there with you, you shall prevail the later half of the journey very quickly and in a very sound manner. Chalo. So people are answering. Perfect. People are answering. People are answering. Great. 84. Let me check. Let me check. 84 is option Bombay. 84%. So you guys are rocking today. So great. The question says 20 gram of magnesium carbonate sample decomposes on heating to give carbon dioxide and 8 gram carbon magnesium oxide. What will be the percentage purity of magnesium carbonate in the sample? Sir, we just have to write the reaction. This is magnesium carbonate. On thermal decomposition, this magnesium carbonate is creating magnesium oxide along with the formation of carbon dioxide. Now, how much of this I'm using? I'm using 20 gram of this, but some will be pure, some will be impure. I have to give the purity. How to do it? Sir, you do not think of this 20, you do the stoichiometry, that 1 mole of this will give 1 mole of this and 1 mole of this. Now, it is saying it gives carbon dioxide, and whose weight it is reporting? Magnesium oxide. So what weight of magnesium oxide I'm getting? Sir, 8 gram. So what moles you will be getting? Sir, 8 upon 24 plus 16. That means 8 upon 40. That means 1 by 5 moles. Sir, if you are getting 1 by 5 moles of this, that means 1 by 5 moles of this would have reacted. So I know the number of moles of magnesium carbonate. Let us find the weight. So weight of this magnesium carbonate will be number of moles into its molecular mass. What shall be the molecular mass? Sir, magnesium is 24, carbon is 12, oxygen 16 into 3 is 48. That means this is 10, 14, that is 4, carry over 1, 4 and then 4, so it is 84. That means, sir, I have, or rather why solve, I have this much gram, because ultimately I have to find percentage. I have this much gram of magnesium carbonate which is actively reacting. So what shall be the percentage, sir? Percentage will be this weight upon the original sample which I was having into 100. Now we can definitely calculate, and this will be 84 upon 5 into, this is obviously 5 times, so this is 5, so 5 gone. So now this question does not require any calculation from your part, and definitely most of you have attempted it with great excellence and clarity. Moving to the next one, the question says 12 moles of each. A and B, you have A and B, they are allowed to react as given by this reaction. Now beta, one question from stoichiometry and this basic concept you are definitely going to get in your examination, right? So make sure you are attempting them with a clear head, है ना? चलो. So 12 moles of A and B are allowed to react via this reaction. Now you have to give me that 60 gram of D is produced, then calculate the atomic mass of D. Okay, then first we have to choose what is the limiting reagent. So 3 reacts with 2, so 1 will react with 2 by 3. So sir, 12 will react with 12 into 2 by 3. That means this is 4, that means this is 8. Sir, I only need 8 of these and 12 of these will be finished. So sir, that means A is my limiting reagent, because for A, 12 moles will be finished once B only 8 moles of B has reacted. So this is just the unitary method which you should do, and once you do that, you will get A is your limiting reagent. So product will be produced in accordance with limiting reagent. So you should rather say that, sir, if I had 3 moles of A, I would get half moles of D. Now, question is telling you how much of D you are getting. You are getting 60 gram of D. So what shall be, sir? If 3 is reacting, then I should get half moles. So number of moles you know. So number of moles will be equal to weight, which is given 60 upon molar mass of D, that you have to determine. So I guess once you solve the molar mass of D, 3 gives half. Okay, 12 is reacting, not complete is reacting. 3 shall give you half. So 1 will give you 1 by 6. So 12 will give you 12 by 6. That means 2 moles. 2 moles you are getting for D. So weight will be equal to upon molar mass. So weight, how much weight you have got, sir? You have got 60. So this molar mass will be nothing but 60 by 2, as in 30 gram. So option A will be your right answer. Good question to practice, beta, and I hope, yes, just the percentage is less, but I hope you got it. Now, the stoichiometry has to be applied on the limiting reagent. Because I was having 12 moles, so 3 gives me half, but I didn't allow 3 to react. I allowed 12 to react. So number of moles of D produced should be 2 moles. And in the question, it is giving its weight. So number of moles is 2 upon weight into molar mass, and that molar mass, that is atomic mass of the species D, has to be calculated. So I hope everybody is clear with this. Chalo. Moving to the next one. Yes, again a beautiful question from you can also say solution and colligative properties. You can also say, sir, from mole concept. So one question from concentration term you are definitely going to get in your examination. So try this one, beta. Quick. Mr. Matrix, okay. Perfect. Muskan, perfect. Aksa, perfect. Okay, chamak gaya, perfect. Yes. So I hope people have answered, I guess. Nahi. Chalo. So beta, obviously one way of doing this question, one way of attempting this question is obviously through the formula, which most of you should know, because for your NEET examination, you should not rather invest time in derivation of those formulas. But yes, again, such question take time also. So 82%, perfect, beta. Now let me just give you a briefing regarding it. Obviously one formula you will be knowing, that density of solution is equal to molarity into 1 upon molality plus molar mass of solute upon 1000. But sometimes we forget this formula, 1000 upon molar mass of solute or molar mass of solute upon 1000. So we forget these things. Even I tend to forget these things at times. So rather, let me, because beta, ultimately, even after putting all these values in the formula, you have to do that calculation. So rather, you should know the common sense also. Sir, how to do the common sense? I'm not asking to do the derivation, but yes, I'm asking you to do the common sense. Why? Because concentration do not depend upon amount. You can take whatever amount you please to and then do all the calculation on that particular amount. Like In this question, the molality is given. So because molality is given, so shall I say I have 3 as number of moles of solute and how much weight of solvent? Sir, I am having 1 kg as in 1000 gram of solvent. Solute I mention as 2, solvent I mention as 1, just for the case of simplicity for writing the values. So this is how I have extracted the value of molality. Then I know weight of solvent in my solution, and this is my solution. So now I'll be doing all the calculation for this, where all the concentration term will remain the same. I need to find molarity, sir. So for molarity, I need number of moles of solute, which I already know 3. I just need volume of solution, and if I get this volume in ml, then I just have to multiply the 1000 in the numerator. Now, sir, how to get volume of solution? Beta, weight of solvent, you know, because ultimately over there also you have to do calculation. So rather do calculation with common sense also. So if this is weight of solvent, then sir, what shall be weight of solution? Beta, weight of solution is nothing but weight of solvent plus weight of solute. Weight of solvent is 1000 gram and weight of solute, sir, number of moles of solute I know 3. So weight of solute will be 3 into molar mass of solute. Who is my solute? Sir, solute is okay, molar mass is given. So molar mass of solute is 60. So this is 180. So this is 1180 gram. Sir, now I know weight of solution. I know density of solution. So volume of solution can be used because mass equals volume into density. So volume will be equal to mass of solution upon density of solution, that will go in the numerator. Sir, mass of solution I know it is 1180. This is 1180, and density of the solution I know that is 0.98. Now yes, beta, over there also you do have to do calculation, over here also, but yes, sometimes to some students it may find attractive to get an answer. I'm not saying you should attempt these questions in the first go, but yes, after 1.5 hour of your time, if you have attempted all the easy and relevant questions of physics, chemistry, biology, then in the second round you should always pick such questions, because they are ultimately going to make your rank equivalent to a rank that will get you a government medical college. Because trust me, beta, we will be doing questions from amines and biomolecules, which you'll be just seeing and taking the answer, because obviously I have started with physical chemistry, so I want to end with great amount of confidence in your head. So obviously with that confidence you will be getting with those organic chemistry questions. Then sir, why you have brought this? Because ultimately in your second go of your attempt of the paper, you have to do such questions, beta, because they will make and create that difference. I hope everybody's in sync with me. Moving to the next one, again giving you 45 seconds to attempt this. Quick, everybody, quick. By the way, today all of you are doing actually great. Quick. Sir, I got 630 last exam. Can I get yes, beta? Definitely. Please say, sir, yes, shining star, you will shine like anything. Just keep on working, my friend. Just keep on working. Chalo. So people are answering. I hope the time, acha, poll is still not ended. I wish to see the percentage. C for crystal clear, sir. Okay, Muskan. Then in that case, let me hit that C. 80%. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let us see, beta. The vapor pressure of pure benzene and toluene are given. Okay, sir. Let's say this is P naught of benzene. Let's say this is P naught of toluene. The mole fraction of toluene in vapor phase with equimolar solution of benzene and toluene. That means equimolar as in mole fraction of benzene and mole fraction of toluene are equal. Sir, if moles are equal, then mole fraction will be, sir, for both, mole fraction will be number of moles of one component upon both are equal. So it will be 2, and that means it is 1/2. That means it is 0.5. So can I calculate total pressure very easily? Yes, sir. Half of 160 is 80. Half of 60 is 30. Why? Because P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. I hope everybody got it. That means it is 110. Sir, we know from Raoult's law, because I have to calculate vapor fraction of mole fraction of toluene. So we know partial pressure of toluene as per Raoult's law will be equal to P naught of toluene into mole fraction of toluene. Sir, acha, this is total pressure. So rather I should write this pressure of solution. So this is pressure of solution, and as per Dalton's law, partial pressure of toluene will be equal to pressure of solution into mole fraction of toluene in vapor phase. So this shall rather give you the value of YT, which is mole fraction of toluene in vapor phase. So this will be simply equal to P naught into xt. P naught T is definitely 60. So 60 by 2 is 30 upon pressure of solution, which we have recently calculated, 110. So this is simply 3 by 11, which will get you somewhere around 0.27. I hope everybody is clear. Yes, beta, you have to be very, very confident with your calculations. So giving you 30 seconds for this one, sir. Mole done. Sir, after the relevant topic of mole, the high probable beta, if you just try and attempt these questions not by mugging, but yes, by which obviously you most of you are doing also, which is making me so much confident about your best result. But yes, all high probable topics and questions I have taken, but yes, I have taken a question, I have taken those questions which will help me to iterate the basics also for you. So I hope you are attempting this one as well. Again, that means that from mole concept we have moved to solution and colligative properties. Yes, beta, definitely we have. So let us see how many of you get this one correct. Time has ended. I have given 30 seconds to attempt this one with C. So percentage is less. So let me give you an explanation. Sir, water and perchloric acid. Sir, water and all strong acid behave as, sir, water will make those strong acids dissolve in them. That means, sir, they love each other. That means, sir, they have extra hydrogen bonded attraction. That means, sir, they show negative deviation from Raoult's law. So these guys show negative deviation from Raoult's law. You remember those example of water and nitric acid. So again, perchloric acid is also a strong acid. So they will form a negatively deviated mixture. Now, they form a constant boiling azeotropic mixture. So these are forming a azeotropic mixture. At what composition? Because for azeotropic mixture, the value of mole fraction in liquid phase and gaseous phase start to act as, because they act as same solvent. So the values of mole fraction in liquid and vapor phase are equal. So at what composition it will be equal? At 71.6%. Okay. Now the of perchloric acid. Now boiling point of the solution, sir, if they are forming, if they are having negative deviation, that means in order to boil you have to elevate the temperature. So at that particular composition also they will behave as azeotropes, but they will be behaving as a positive, as a maximum boiling azeotropic mixture. So maximum boiling azeotropic mixture will have boiling point greater than both the components. For water we know it is 373. For perchloric acid it is given as 383. So the azeotropic mixture will boil at a temperature greater than that of both the components. So 373, 383, greater value is obviously greater than 383. So option 3 will definitely be your right answer, which 60% of you have obviously attempted correctly. Moving to the next one, and your time starts now. Quick. Directly proportional. Yes, Muskan. Perfect. Yes, Manav Bhai. Yes, Khalnayak. 796. Chalo, perfect. Sir, predict the question paper. Beta, we are predicting the logic because NTA is quite traditional. Because for NEET aspirants, it may be a new thing, but beta, for my JEE students, we always have 10 paper in January, 10 paper in April, so we have 20 papers, and need keep on repeating the logic. So we are quite confident that nothing new is going to hit you. But yes, so good percentage beta, 87. Let me give you an idea about this as well. The vapor pressure of solution containing 5 gram of non-electrolyte, that means that this is weight of solute. 90 gram of water, that means that this is weight of solvent at a particular temperature. Okay, so this is my vapor pressure, and this is vapor pressure of solution, that means this is my value of PS. The vapor pressure of pure water is also given. Sir, vapor pressure of pure water, which is P naught, is also given, of pure solvent. Now I have to give the molecular weight of solute, so rather this is a logic of relative lowering of vapor pressure, which is P naught minus PS upon P naught is actually relative lowering of vapor pressure. It is equal to X2, which is mole fraction of solute, which is number of moles of solute upon total moles. And because we know colligative properties is only valid for dilute solutions, so I can do this approximation that if you compare number of moles of solute with solvent, then solute is negligible. So this shall be equated to N1. But yes, again, I'm saying, because beta, this is a very important logic and you have to understand this. Although over here options are very, very far apart. So you can directly use this approximated answer, because even if you are approximating, what error you will be getting? Small error, and options are large enough. But a very probable logic that you should know, if options are very close, and if you are attempting such questions in your second go, then don't do approximation. If options are close, here you can. Then sir, what shall we do? Calculate completely? No beta, this is RLVP. Don't take RLVP. In fact, take lowering upon PS, because this will be exactly equal to N2 by N1. So this will give you an exact answer. So then we should do here also. No, although you'll get the same value. But point is, because this is, the values are very far apart, so you can approximate also. So let us do it. So difference is obviously 3000. Sir, what is the unit? Beta, this unit is nothing but Pascal, because SI unit is Pascal, which is Newton per meter square. So no worries. So 3000 minus 2985 is just 15 rupees upon P naught, which is 3000. It is equal to number of moles of solute, which is 5 gram, upon molar mass of solute I have to determine. So let's say it is M2, upon what will be value of N1 beta. Number of moles of solvent is 90 gram of water. So weight of solvent upon that molecular mass will go to the numerator. So this is 18. So this is simply 5 gone. So molecular mass is just 3000 upon 15, which most of you have successfully calculated. It will be 200. I hope everybody got it, guys. Chalo, perfect. You people are doing great today. Moving to the next one. Yes, giving you 30 seconds to attempt this as well, beta, so that you can at least read the question. Quick, everybody. Very quick. Very quick, everyone. Perfect. Okay. Mr. Matrix, Ananya, Edids, Saharika, Shining Star, Edids, Sudha. Chalo, I guess time is up. And let me check. What is the percentage? Acha, not up. So let me read the question by the time for you. You have to calculate the apparent degree of ionization of an electrolyte, which is MX2, in water if observed molar mass of the solute by measuring elevation in boiling point is this much. So this is observed molar mass and this is the normal molar mass. We should definitely know what is Van 't Hoff correction, sir. Beta, Van 't Hoff correction is, Van 't Hoff factor is colligative property observed or experimental, or rather, because it is saying observed, so I'm writing observed only, upon colligative property theoretical because it is saying normal, so I am writing normal, because what normal formula you know, that has to be corrected by this factor I. But sir, colligative property is inversely proportional to molar mass. Is inversely proportional to molar mass. So that means if I calculate the value of I in terms of molar mass, so it will be inverted. So this will be molar mass normal upon molar mass observed. I hope you can see the value. Normal value is 164. Sir, observed molar mass is 65.6. So whatever it is, this will give you the value of I. We'll do that calculation in the end. Now, sir, if I know I, then this I will be equal to what? Beta, this I will be equal to, which is 164 upon 65.6, which is I, will be equal to 1 plus n minus 1 times of alpha. And what is value of n, sir? M plus 2 and twice of x minus, as in 3 ions. So value of n is 3. So 3 minus 1 is 2. That means I have 1 plus 2 alpha equal to this much. So yes, after you have to put in your cap for a calculator, and if you do that, I guess you will be getting A, which is 75% as your answer. Yes, 83% of you have got it. So I'm very happy. I hope everybody is clear also, because with this we are intending to learn the logic as well. Moving to the next one. Now, this brings us to redox. I'm not going to balance all those redox reactions. So let us quickly do this question. Let us quickly do this question, which most of you are doing also. I have to select an species which can act as both oxidize, a very important logic, beta, a very important logic for beta. If the central element is lying in an intermediate oxidation state, then it can increase also, or rather it can decrease also. Sir, let us find the oxidation state of the central guy. Then this has, your sulfur has oxidation state +6. Sir, this is maximum, so it can only reduce itself, therefore it can only act as oxidant. Sir, here sulfur is in +4. Sir, it can increase also, it can decrease also. So yes, this is my option, which definitely sets option 2 as your right answer. But because we are learning, here sulfur is in -2. Sir, I can't take more electron. That means I can't take more electrons, sir. It is that means it cannot further undergo reduction. So if I cannot reduce, then I can only give electron. So if I give electron, I will oxidize myself, and therefore I can only act as a reducing agent, or simply reductant. What is next one, sir? Sir, okay, this is a printing error, I guess. This is what printing, as in typo error. This is not a printout, this is typo error. So here it is in +5. So now this can't give, so it can only take. So if it will reduce, and because it can only reduce itself, so it can only act as an oxidant. So which guy can behave as both? Obviously we have formulated that answer, sir. That is option 2. I hope everybody is clear with that too. Moving to the next one. Yes, beautiful side of atomic structure. Minimum 2, maximum 3 questions you may get from atomic structure. So beautiful chapter. I yield chapter of physical chemistry because calculations also sometime very less. Yes, if it is photoelectric effect question, then maybe calculation can take your time, else quite doable. Chalo, perfect. Perfect, everybody. Very good, very good. Keep working. So yes, I have opened the timer for you. So question is giving you E by M value. So the E by M value of cathode ray is X. What when it is filled with hydrogen? What will be its value when deuterium is used? So I hope, again, a very doable but a very tricky question. Still, people have answered B also. I hope you have fallen into the same trap. This is not anode ray experiment, beta. During anode ray experiment, it depends upon what gas you have used, because the positive charge will be dependent on the nucleus. The mass will be dependent upon the nucleus as well. So in anode ray experiment, it depends what gas you have taken. Charge to mass ratio will definitely change. But sir, any gas will give electron only, and those electrons will have same value of E by m, because this E by m is of those electrons. Even if I'm hydrogen or any other gas, if I give electrons, those electrons will be same. So value of E by m will remain the same. It do not depend upon the gas used. Yes, for anode ray experiment, it rather depends. If you take hydrogen, it will be nucleus of hydrogen. If you take helium, it will be nucleus of helium, and so on and so forth. So I hope those of you who have fallen into the trap would definitely keep this in your mind, because there is a bit of calculation. So I'm giving you 45 seconds to attempt the next one. I hope everybody got it. Chalo, quickly. You have to give the number of photons emitted by 1000 watt. Watt is power, energy per unit time, in 1 second. I hope everybody is attempting it, because you have to put on your calculative cap. Quick. Quick. C, 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 C. Anwar, C. Earth, C. UV, hey. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Definitely the calculation cap is perfect, beta. Very good. So let me just write the formula and move forward. The number of photons emitted, this is power. So power is equal to work done per unit time. So, and work done is the total. What is work, sir? Sir, this work done will give the total energy. So the value of total energy will be power into time. Power is 100 watt, time is 1 second. So energy is 100 joule, simple. And how many photons I'm having? Sir, I do not know. Energy of each photon will be hc by lambda. Value of lambda is given, but this lambda you will put as how much? Sir, it will be 560 into 10 raised to the power minus 9. Many of the students forget the multiplier, so take out your fingers. Deci, centi, milli, micro, nano as in fifth finger. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, then 3 stable, minus 6 and minus 9, because many of us during the examination they miss the multiplier. So please take out your fingers. Deci, centi, milli, micro, nano, pico, femto, etto. 8 fingers, 8 multipliers. How they go? 10 raised to power minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, then 3 stable, minus 6, minus 9, minus 12, minus 15, and minus 18. I hope everybody is clear with this. Moving, yes, yes, okay. Now, obviously, once you put the values, this energy is 100 joules, so you will be getting a value of N. You have to be a bit calculative, but yes, options are definitely helping in this one. And I hope that help has been offered to many, and therefore 90% of you have selected the correct answer for the previous one. Moving to a beautiful question from photoelectric effect. Let us try this one, beta. Let us try this one quickly. Quick. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. C, 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 C. People are in some other. See, beta, this is what practice give you. So I'm super happy for people. Great, beta, great. Let me stop this, because yes, no calculations involved and people are answering also. Okay, percentage is less. So let me rather Let me rather give an explanation for this one. The question says, beta, when the frequency of incident radiation on a metallic plate is doubled. So let us do for the simple case. Sir, we know if we have to calculate the kinetic energy, then this is equal to h nu I minus h nu naught, because incident energy is equal to work function energy plus kinetic energy. So sir, that means initial kinetic energy, if I write as K, it will be equal to h nu I minus nu naught. Okay sir. Now you are saying that you are doubling. What is doubled? What is doubled? Incident radiation frequency is doubled. So that means that this value is doubled. So what will be K dash as in kinetic energy 2? Sir, it will be equal to h twice of nu I, sir. But sir, work function will remain the same. I hope everybody can see that. Now, if I just do, sir, this is twice. Sir, this is twice. So can you write, sir, can you write this in that form? Yes, sir, I can do that. How? Because you want h nu I minus h nu naught. You don't want the other thing. So just keep it on the other side. So write one more h nu I. Is this giving you the value of equation 1? Yes, sir. So in place of this, can I write K? So K dash is nothing but K, which is my initial value plus something. So this can't be negative. So it has to be positive. So the kinetic energy is increasing this K value. This is increased with what content, beta? This is twice of, because when the frequency is doubled. So I am doubling the frequency. Incident frequency, this was initially nu I, now it is twice. So if I do that, this value is nothing but K. So instead of this, if I write K, so this is K plus h nu I. So what can you say about acha, it is more than doubled or not? So rather I want this to be more than double na. So double I want, so more than doubled. Whatever was my kinetic energy, I will be having more of that kinetic energy. So doubled, halved increases, but less than double. So this definitely tell me that it is increasing, but how can I say it is double, it is more than doubled? If I do this incident frequency, I'm increasing, which is twice of h nu I. So work function will remain the same. So if I do twice of h nu I, this is what I have done, that twice of h nu I is h nu I plus h nu I. That is nothing but twice of h nu I. And this value will give me value of K. So what can I do for suggesting that it is exactly doubling? What can I do to suggest that it is exactly doubling? Anyone? -2. Yes, it is definitely increasing, that I'm confident, but I need to prove that it is more than doubled. So what can I mathematically do to do that? Beta, this is my equation 1. Agreed, sir. So kinetic energy of the second case will be h twice of nu I minus h nu naught. Done, sir. Let me take this value as, I want double of this, no? So I want nu naught. So double of h nu I minus nu naught. If I want this, but it has to be equal to that. So this will give me minus 2h nu naught. But I have, this will give you -2, but I have only -1. So I can have plus h nu naught. See what mathematically I have done. -2h nu naught, and this is plus h nu naught. So this -2h nu naught and plus 2h nu naught plus h nu naught will definitely be minus h nu naught. But with this, what help I'm getting, that this is my value of kinetic energy. This is my value of kinetic energy. So I can definitely comment that the increased kinetic energy is twice of the previous one, which is the green one, which is this K, plus some h nu naught. Now this is definitely proving that the kinetic energy of the next time when I have increased I have doubled the frequency, so double of kinetic energy plus some value. So this is definitely more than doubled. Yes. Again, a good question to practice, beta. A good question to practice. I hope everybody got it. Chalo, moving to the next one, beta. Chalo. Giving you less time to attempt this. Why? Because this is a theoretical question, but the previous question was good. The previous question was good. Many of you could have attempted option D. Yes, yes. None of you actually did it, but beta, in your examination, it could be a case. It could be a case that you could have easily gone for option D. But rather, it was a mathematical modeling which you should do, because definitely it was increasing in the first case scenario also. But as per the option given, option C was most preferable. So good question. And yes, which brings us to a theoretical question rather. Chalo, perfect. People are answering, saying A. This is yes, rather again a traditional one. The photoelectric effect. In photoelectric effect, the number of photoelectrons emitted is proportional to. So number of photoelectrons always depend upon the intensity, because intensity increases the number of photons attacking the metallic surface. So this is definitely option A. Perfect. Lokesh, Muskan, Shweta, Srihari, Edids, Harshit. Perfect, beta. You guys are doing great today. Moving to the next one. Okay, now this not a poll, this question I have brought so that I can summarize some formula for you. So what are those formula which I want you to please take with your pocket? The first one is the total energy of electron is given. So this is my total energy. So total energy is equal to minus 1.51 electron volt. Okay, sir. So what can you say about the potential energy and kinetic energy, sir? The very famous relationship that kinetic energy is equal to negative of total energy. Kinetic energy is equal to negative of total energy, and potential energy is equal to twice of. Potential is double of total energy. That means that kinetic energy is simply plus 1.51 electron volt, and potential energy is equal to twice of this value but with the negative sign. So it will be minus twice of this value, as in 2 is 2, 5, 2 is 10, so 0 carry over 1, 2, 2, and this is 3.02 electron volt. I hope everybody got it. Now, so this is my potential energy, that is my kinetic energy. What else you need, sir? I need orbit. The radius, orbit's radius. So what will be radius, sir? Sir, I do not know the value of n. So let us find that value of n. So value of n will be, because I know total energy, which is equal to minus 1.51 electron volt. So it will be equal to minus E naught, which is 13.6, into Z square, because it is hydrogen. So Z square is 1 square upon n square. I hope value of this is positive. So value of n square is nothing but 13.6 upon 1.51. Therefore, n is definitely, I guess, once you will be solving this, because one tends to remember this also. That E1 is minus 13.6, E2 is minus 3.4, E3 is, okay, E3 is, I guess, 1.5. So this will be 3 in that case. Just check, everybody. Just check, everyone. It will be 3, because beta, such values of NCERT you should learn. E1 is, for hydrogen it is minus 13.6, then minus 3.4, then minus 1.5, then minus 0.8, then minus 1.5, minus 0.54, 0.8 and 0.54. I hope you have got, or else you can do the calculation also. So that means, sir, I know the value of n. Now, if I know n is 3, so what will be radius? So radius of third orbit will be equal to R naught, which is 0.529, which is an angstrom, into n square upon z. This will give you answer in angstrom. Definitely clear. Now, sir, what else it is asking? Velocity of electron in nth orbit, which is the third orbit, which will be equal to V naught, which is 2.18 into 10 raised to the power 6 into energy is z square upon n square, but velocity is z upon n. And this will be in meter per second. Yes, very important formula, beta. Very, very important formulas. I hope everybody got it. I will be okay. Perfect, perfect. Moving to the next one. Yes, again, and you have to be a bit calculative. So giving you 45 seconds for this one as well. Quick, you have to calculate third line of bracket series. So how does the rhyme goes? Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, bracket, Fund, and Humphrey. So kindly do that. Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, bracket, and Fund series. Quick. Perfect. 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 Chalo. Perfect. Just beta D is not an answer for this one. I was just checking whether you will change your answer or you are continuously posting that answer. D is not a correct one, beta. Chalo, time ended. So let's check how many of you have got this one correctly. Arey? Okay, beta. Beta, you must have calculated 1 by lambda. See, this happens once you do not have in. Please make sure you're writing things very properly. I know there is lot of uh, restriction for the rough work, but yes, if you just keep your handwriting crisp, beta, it will help you to have a proper solution, because you can come to a question in a later stage. Let's say you attempt a question and after like 30-40 seconds you felt nahi, it is taking time, so rather you should leave it. But once you come back to the question, you again do it from zero. No, so that's why do your rough work very properly, so that even if you feel to come to a question at a later stage, at least that 30-40 seconds you have invested should be there. And once you write things properly, such mistakes will never happen. What most of you have done is you have calculated 1 by lambda. You have to give wavelength of the third line of bracket series. So Lyman, Balmer, Paschen bracket as in from higher to n equal to 4. So 5 to 4 will be first line, 6 to 4 will be second line, and 7 to 4 will be third line, and this is my required spectral line. So 1 by lambda will be equal to Rydberg's constant into Z square, which is hydrogen. So 1 squared into 1 upon N1 square, which is the smaller value 4. So 1 upon 4 square is 16 minus 1 upon 7 square is 49. And yes, once you definitely solve it, you will get 1 by lambda as 33 upon 748. 33 r upon 748. So what will be the value of lambda, beta? 748 upon 33 r. And you are supposed to give the value of lambda, which is definitely option 1. Yes, that 1 by lambda thing, not by you, by many students, it is committed. So yes, if you are practicing with us, that means you are pushing you're correcting your basic errors also. So good to do and commit such mistakes in the practice session, so that it shall not be repeated otherwise. Chalo, quick. Very nice. Quick. Pikachu is giving some red purple color emojis. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Chalo, people are answering to number of possible spectral lines in bracket series in hydrogen spectrum when the electrons present in the ninth excited state. Sir, ninth excited state as in n equal to 10. So electrons are falling from n equal to 10 and reaching till okay. Beta, yes, bracket series is Lyman, Balmer, Paschen bracket as in n equal to 4. But it is not asking all the spectral lines. Read the theory. Number of spectral lines in hydrogen spectrum when electron is excited and returned to the ground state. Number of possible spectral lines in bracket series. So it is definitely coming not till, it is not coming till 4. It is coming till ground state. That means till n equal to 1. So if you have to calculate all the spectral lines from n equal to 10, formula will be n into n minus 1 by 2. It will be all the spectral lines. If you calculate only all the spectral lines within this range, it will be delta n into delta n plus 1 by 2. But this is also not asked. This is also not asked. What will be delta n in this case? Delta n will be 10 minus 4 will be the value of delta n for this formula. But sir, this will give you all the spectral lines. What the question is asking, you only have to give me all the lines till 4. Sir, then you have to count. Why? Because if you are interested only till 4, then from 10 I can fall to 4. From 9 I can fall to 4. From 8 I can fall to 4. From 7 I can fall to 4. Only these possibilities, beta, because it is only interested till bracket. So no formula used. You have to use your common sense. That means 2 plus 2 plus 2 as in 6 is your answer. Let me see. I hope, yes, beta, but options were not designed in that way, or else you will be attempting one of the errors. So for this one, D is my answer. 60%, but still, I hope it is clear to everyone, guys. I hope it is clear to everyone, guys. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Moving to the next one. Time starts now. Quick. Please read the question properly, beta. I mean, yes, you should definitely attempt with all the efficiency you have in your D-Day. But here we are practicing. So practice reading the question properly. Very nice. Shining Star, please tell sir what, beta. Shining Star, what's your question, beta? Chalo, perfect. Perfecto. Perfect. Perfect. Now, B. Acha, I guess, beta, the options must be updated. You know why? This should be, you should know that H bar is H upon 2 pi. And I guess over here, these options should be H bar. So these are your options. So I'm sorry if you have, so all of you have attempted. Then option 2, why are you getting option 2? Then you should not attempt option 2 also. You should say this is wrong question. This is H bar actually. Why none of the options were correct, but still B. Most of you have attempted B. But this is H bar, which is H upon 2 pi, which is the technically as per Bohr, as per Bohr, MVR is equal to multiple of H upon 2 pi. So that H upon 2 pi, since the time of Bohr, is also represented as H bar. Now, what is the question? The question says uncertainty, okay sir, in position, that is delta x, is twice, that is 2 times of momentum, that is delta p. And Heisenberg principle says that delta x, as in momentum uncertainty and position uncertainty, will be either greater than or minimum value will be, it will be equal to h upon 4 pi. Now intentionally I'm writing this h upon 2 pi separately. Why? Because this can be written as h bar. Because in the question it is given delta x is this much and you have to give uncertainty in velocity. So let us first calculate uncertainty in momentum. So this will be twice of uncertainty in momentum. So what you will be getting, so you will be getting twice of under root of momentum squared because you are calculating. So I'll be using the limiting value, which is I will be equating it to h bar upon 2. That means, sir, delta P will be equal to under root of h by 4, not h but h bar. Now, sir, in the question I'm asked velocity. So change in momentum is mass into velocity. So change in velocity will be rather 1 by m into, obviously, sir, because this 2 has gone over here, so it has turned 4, and this 4 will definitely come out. So I'll have a 2 over here, but in under root, I'll be just having h bar. So that makes option 3 as your right answer. I hope everybody got it, guys. I hope everybody got it. Perfect. Perfect. Moving to the next one. Yes. Atomic structure, yes. Quantum theory questions are quite doable. So time consumption will also be less. So I've given you 30 seconds to attempt this one. Let's see how many of you can make it. Quick, beta. Sir, कुछ लोगों को permanent ban कर देना चाहिए. Yes, I completely understand, beta. Even I can see that through the comment section. But still, the reason I'm not banning everybody, because two reasons. One is definitely, beta, maybe after by those enjoyment also, if they can read 2, 3, 4 questions, it'll help them. I know that is has a very less possibility, but still, if there exists a 1% chance, and you for the serious students also, I want, beta, because in your NEET examination also, do you feel whatever atmosphere you will be having will be very authentic? Out of those 24 lakh students, I don't feel 24 lakhs are serious. I guess not even 2, 3 lakhs are serious. So the percentage of the probability of you sitting around those unserious element will also be high. So you should also have a temperament of not getting deviated with the environment. Just focus. So this creates focus also. Now, chalo. Perfect. Poll ended. Yes, I guess a very doable question. So let me see. Percentage is less. So let me give you the logic. Beta, the Schrodinger wave equation once solved gave the solutions, and those solutions are called quantum numbers. But the direct outcome of Schrodinger wave equation are the just 3 quantum numbers. Who are them? The Schrodinger wave equation, which is represented as psi, the eigenfunction, gives the value of principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, and magnetic quantum number. That's it, beta. The spin quantum number is independently designed in order to account for the spin motion of the electron. It is not an outcome of Schrodinger wave equation. So the value of NLM is the solution designated to the solution of Schrodinger wave equation, which are 4, 1 and 0. So N is 4 as in energy level is 4. L is 1 as in we are talking of P subshell. And M is 0, yes. P has 3 subshell. P subshell has 3 orbital, +1, 0 and -1. So one of them, yes. Many of the students are confused with this also, that this is Px, this is Py, this is Pz. Beta, anybody can be anything because they are degenerate. So anybody, any orbital can have +1, -1 or 0 because they are degenerate. But definitely this belongs to 4p subshell. Therefore option 3 will be your right answer. I hope everybody got this because the percentage was less for this particular question. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Again giving you 30 seconds because quantum theory is I mean, these questions you will definitely see in your examination, and for these questions you should be time effective because if you know them, you just take them, move forward. But obviously I will take time because I'm teaching the logic also apart from it. Cool. Perfect. Perfect. Vanshika. Perfect. Perfect. So you have to give the number of orbitals associated with quantum number n equal to 5 and What is ms? Sir, spin quantum number. Because sometimes the magnetic quantum number can also be represented as ml, and spin quantum number can also be represented as ms, or simply it is small s. So because it is plus half, so sir, whatever orbitals you have, they will have one electron. The electron will have plus half spin. So ultimately you just have to give the number of orbitals, because all the orbitals will at least have one electron if filled. So number of orbitals associated with quantum number this will be all the orbitals. So then you tell me, if I have fifth shell, the number of shell number is 5. So you tell me number of orbitals will be, sir, number of orbitals will be, if shell is 1, sir, number of orbitals is 1. If shell is 2, sir, then 2s and 2p is 4. If 3, sir, then 3s, 3p and 3d, it is 9. Sir, if shell number is 4, then it is 16. That means if shell number is n, then number of orbitals is n square. So what will be number of orbitals, sir? 5 squared, as in 25. And how many? Sir, 25. Sir, simply, sir, A answer, sir. Chalo, 76%. Fair enough, beta. Good. Now, moving to after for atomic structure, yes, beta, because you will have those questions from electronic configuration as well. But yes, those electronic configuration will then become a part of inorganic chemistry. And yes, a few questions will be asked, but I wanted to give you all the logic of physical chemistry around. है high probable questions. So directly moving to the most fearful chapter, which I feel should find much weightage in your RE-NEET examination, is thermodynamics. So that's why I'm discussing chapter with highly probable concept that will be also asked. High possibility. I mean, nobody can detect that what will come, but yes, definitely high probable questions. So again, you have to read through the statement. So giving you 45 seconds to attempt, or rather 30, because you don't have to do any calculation. 30 seconds. I hope you have started reading the question. I have already started the timer. Quick, everybody, quick. Ankita Pal, don't worry, beta. You just attempt your questions. Don't worry. I am watching all of you. Don't worry. You just watch and work for yourself. That's it. Chalo, people are answering. Perfect. Quick. Yes. Sadhya Khan. Done. Okay, beta. Now, let us read the question. The question says you have to compare. Sir, what is a rigid wall, sir? Beta, obviously rigid wall which will not move. So it is immovable. So rather, what will be a non-rigid wall, sir? It will be movable. So A is 4. A is 4. If you just see option A, beta, every option has eliminated if you have just worked for option A. So obviously we know one is our answer. Let me check, but yes, I will be definitely discussing 85%. So fair enough. Beta, please make sure in these type of questions you are having a very great look in the options also, because if you look at the options, I mean the question is done in a ziffy. So what about the other options, sir? Quite doable. What is an isolator system? Once there is just like this thermos, sir, no matter exchange, no energy exchange. So no matter exchange, no any energy, that is B is 3. What is an open system? If I open this, that means, sir, everything can be exchanged, mass also, energy also. So mass exchange of both mass and energy, as in C is 5. Non-rigid V. Now closed system, as in if I have just placed a lid on the top of the system, that means a closed system is definitely, it can exchange energy but mass cannot be exchanged. So a very basic definition of the type of systems. Moving to the next one. Time starts. Okay, so yes, this is an integer type question, beta. So rather giving you 45 seconds to attempt, you have to approximate to the closest integer. So you have to approximate till the closest integer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Cool. Okay, sir, I answered first according to comment, but my name is not showing. Shubhranshu. Beta, there may be some lag sometimes, but I guess it will be working. So don't worry. You just keep your learning cap on. That's it. Okay. Edits is giving perfect answers. Cool edits. Yep. Ananya. Shadya Khan. Vanchika. Dr. Shatrughan. Shatrughan is already a doctor. Okay. Shubhranshu. Perfect, perfect. So I hope most of you have got this one. With this, I want to teach you, I want to make you revise. Okay. So 1 minute 45 seconds. Chalo, I have good participation, beta. Great, guys. Great. Let us check. Calculate the number of kilojoule, as in you have to calculate heat in kilojoule necessary to raise the temperature of 60 gram of aluminium. From this to this, sir, we have to change temperature in Kelvin. No, why? Because you just have to determine the change. So change in degree Celsius, change in Kelvin is one and the same thing. Okay, sir. So what is delta T, beta? Delta T is 20 degree. Whatever it is, Kelvin or degree Celsius hardly make a difference. Now molar heat capacity is given. Sir, what is heat capacity? Beta, heat capacity is the amount of heat. Let's say I have a system, because many students are confused with this heat capacity logic. If I have a system having mass m, or rather moles n, because here I guess this is kilojoule per mole, so here moles are mentioned, so rather I calculate, I using mole. So let's say the system has n moles. Okay, sir. If I give the system Q heat, then its temperature is changed from T1 and it has increased to T2. So what is the amount of heat I have given to raise the temperature of this system by 1 degree? Sir, with Q, delta T has changed. So with Q, delta T temperature has changed. With how much energy? Sir, Q. So 1 degree will change by Q upon delta T. This is technically your heat capacity. But sir, what is the mass? What is the moles? You can have mass also, that will be specific. So this will be molar. If the system is having n moles, so for n moles, how much energy is required? Q. So for 1 mole, how much will be required? Sir, upon n. So this will become molar heat capacity. So the amount of heat required to raise the temperature by 1 degree of n moles of a system is defined as its molar heat capacity. Now, so this Q, that means, is nothing but NC delta T. Now, I hope you remember the formula. If this is QP, then if you are supplying heat or exchanging heat at constant pressure, then this changes the enthalpy of the system. And if you are supplying heat at constant volume, then this changes the internal energy of the system. I am not saying these things are used in the question, but I am just using all of them to make you revise the basic principle of thermodynamics. So I hope, yes, now you can simply do your part. Now here you just have to calculate the number of the heat required. So you just have to calculate Q, and it is not mentioning constant pressure temperature, rather it is giving the value of C. So what number of moles you have, sir? Only weight is given, then you have to calculate number of moles. So number of moles will be equal to 60 upon what is you are having. I'm having aluminium, so aluminium has atomic mass 27, so 60 by 27 will be number of moles. So 60 by 27 into heat capacity is given out to be 24 into delta T is 20. But sir, this will be in joule and you are supposed to calculate the value in kilojoule. So what I can do, sir, you can divide by 1000 and whatever answer you will be getting will be coming in kilojoule. I hope everybody is clear now. Yes, once you will be solving it, this Q will be coming out as 1.07. That means for an integer, 1 shall be your answer. So 1 kilojoule shall be your answer as an integer. I hope everybody got it. Guys, chalo, great. Great. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. Okay, not giving you 45 seconds for this one, 30 seconds rather. Because yes, the logic we have discussed. Now it's time for you to practice more. Quick, quick. Very nice. Great. Acha beta, just let me know if I put this not here, am I visible? है ना? So I am changing the place of the mic, and then you tell me if I'm clearly visible and audible. Okay, visible though I am if I'm completely audible, because that does not look good. But still I do it because I dance a lot while teaching, and because of that sometimes it creates a chalo. Am I audible, guys, perfectly? Chalo. Perfect. So moving to the answer, I guess Bombay, 95%. Great, yaar. Great. Great show, guys. Great show. Now for this reaction, I have to give the relation between delta H, the difference of delta H. So, sir, enthalpy change is equal to internal energy plus change in pressure volume work of the system. And sir, for a chemical reaction, this rather becomes delta U plus delta Ng RT. R and T are constant because it is saying at constant temperature. So whenever we have a reaction happening, this delta N, this delta Ng is the gaseous moles of product and reactant. So sir, product is 3. This is liquid, so not a gas. So delta Ng will be, product is 3 minus reactant, sir, this is 1, and sir, this is 5. So this will be 6 times of RT. So delta H minus delta U, the difference will be minus 3 RT. That means, sir, answer will be Bombay. I hope everybody got it. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Quick, quick, quick. Chalo. I hope I am audible to everybody, because now I have changed. Over here it does not look good now. That chord does not look good. I just saw me in the, and then I felt that I should replace the position rather. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Chalo. Let's see. Time has ended. Yes, you should have to, you have to be a bit calculative for this one. 75%. Fair enough. Chalo. Let's start beta. The maximum work obtained by an isothermal reversible expansion, sir, for irreversible work, formula is minus P external into delta V, because for an irreversible process, external pressure is constant. But sir, for a reversible process, external pressure is not constant, and therefore for this reversible work, the formula becomes minus 2.303 for the log multiplier into nRT, which is the constant temperature, into log of final volume upon initial volume. Very important formula, beta, and I am very sure you will be asked question from this. Yes, you have to be bit sure about your calculations, and that's why I'm again saying we'll be ending the session with organic chemistry because that will give you confidence. Therefore, you should start also with organic and inorganic for chemistry, because for physical chemistry you have to be a bit time consumption in the calculation part. So it will be minus 2.303, rather writing 3. Number of moles is nothing but 1 mole. Value of R, because you are supposed to calculate in calorie, given also. So this is 2 calorie into temperature, which is 27 degrees Celsius. So that makes 300 Kelvin temperature into log of. Now how much volume I have increased? So 22.4. So value of V2 by V1 will be rather 22.4 upon 2.24. That means it is quite cancelled also. This is just 10, and log 10 is definitely 1. Now after this you just have to do the into nothing else, because this is not kilocalorie, this is just calorie. So once you do that, I guess you'll be landing somewhere around 1300. So moving to the next one, time starts in 3 2 1. Okay, again now I'm giving 45 seconds for this. Quick, quick, quick. Once answer come, it feels great, no? It feels great. As a teacher also, when I see students answering in a good percentage, it feels so awesome. So great work, guys. All the very best. I know you all associated with us, PW NEET English. I know you all will be doing great. So God bless you. Great. Say to sir now itself by listening, sir reply hai. What say to sir? Eh? Chalo. I hope time is just ending. So people have answered. Option is Bombay. Perfect, yaar. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome, guys. 2 moles of an ideal monatomic gas are allowed to expand adiabatically as in no heat exchange, sir, and reversibly from temperature this to this. The work done in the process is, sir, according to first law of thermodynamics, internal energy is equal to Q plus W. Because, sir, you are not supplying any heat and you are supposed to calculate work, so this work will be nothing but change in internal energy, which for a system where you are provided with value of CV, we know what is delta U if heat is exchanged at constant volume. So this delta U is nothing but NCV delta T, which I have already defined in the ones we have discussed this heat capacity. So work will be directly NCV dt, sir. What is N, sir? Number of moles are 2. These are your number of moles into heat capacity, sir, which is 12.5, but this is in joule, sir, and our question is asking in kilojoule. So beta, please make sure you are having a good look at the unit as well. So divided by 1000, because I want in kilojoule, into delta T. You can obviously see you do not have to bother, it is always final minus initial. So that this is T2 and this is T1, so obviously this will be minus 100. So this will be minus 100. That means work is definitely coming out to be negative. So obviously this is not an answer. And yes, once you solve this, I guess you are landing somewhere around 2.5. Yes, you have to be good with your calculations. Moving to the next one. Again, 30 seconds for this one, beta, because a logical question, no calculations required. So try and attempt this one. Quick, quick, everybody, quick, quick. नेहा एडिट सेइंग सर यहाँ मेरे आईडी से मैसेज नहीं सेंड हो रहा. नो इश्यूज बेटा, नो इश्यूज. यूज एनी अदर. ओके, अनन्या इज बैक. ओके, Delulu. Awesome choice of names you have, beta. Chalo, time ended. So let me check. Less. Chalo, let's discuss this. The question says, which of the following reaction is associated with negative change? Sir, what is entropy? Degree of randomness. How you check entropy increasing, decreasing? Beta, if it is gas, then moles of gas should increase. And for the physical states, a solid has a highly ordered arrangement. As solid turns liquid, entropy increases. Add liquid turn gas, entropy increases. So a very famous logic, a very repeated logic. Even JEE mains, NTA does it all the time. It'll do it again. So just look at the reaction. So that this is gaseous mixture, so focus on rather number of moles. So 2 moles are becoming 2 plus 1 as in 3. So moles increasing. So entropy will be positive. I wish to get negative. So not an answer. Sir, gas turning to gas and gas. So again work on moles. So 1 mole forming 2 moles. So again, sir, increasing. So not an answer. So this is solid with gas and forming gas. So don't look at moles because solid turning gas, that means definitely sir entropy is increasing. So this is also positive and not an answer, which definitely leaves that with option 4. But yes, why sir? Because gases, don't look at moles, because now you are supposed to first look at state of matter. So gas turning to liquid, sir, entropy is bound to decrease. I hope everybody is clear with this. Chalo. Moving to the next one. Quick. Time starts in 30 seconds only, because a very basic formula that will help you to revise entropy properly. Quick, everybody, very quick, very quick. Sir, shining star went to hospital. Hey, hospital? Why? Nahi yaar, don't give such Pikachu. That is not a good comment to give, my friend. Chalo. 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 People are answering. So time has also ended. Let's check. Answer is, I guess, option 1. Less percentage. So I guess entropy, people are not confident. Yes, I know that. And NT also knows that. So please make sure you're listening. Please make sure you're listening. Sir, first ko lock kar do. Chalo, arey, come on, yaar. You focus on your stuff. You focus on whatever questions I am giving, the explanation. And yes, those comment section is only a way of communication between you and me. Don't look at any other comments. Rather, participate in the polling also. Hai, chalo, moving forward. Now, the enthalpy of vaporization of water is this much kilojoule per mole. Okay, sir. Then what can you say about entropy? Sir, technically, if I wish to change the entropy of a system by a small value, so this is small change in entropy. So for this, I need to give or exchange, either give or take. If you give, entropy will increase. If you take, entropy will decrease. What's a small amount of heat? But you should give it so slowly and so reversibly that the temperature of the system should not change. So at constant temperature, you have to do it, so that the moment you are supplying heat or taking out heat, it is directly converted to work and there is no change of temperature. Yes, practically it is very difficult, so we take help of mathematics. How? Because we can integrate. How to add variables? We integrate it. So let's say initially and randomness was S1, then it became S2. Initially I have given 0 heat, finally I have given heat Q, but so slowly that it is written as reversibly given, so that I should not change the temperature. So integration of dx is x, so this is delta s. Temperature is constant, so this is 1 by t, and integration of dq will be q, upper limit minus lower limit, so this will be q reversibly given upon constant temperature T. Now, if I am supplying this heat at constant pressure, then this becomes QP, and QP is nothing but, sir, it changes the enthalpy of a system. I've already told you. And if whatever process I'm doing, if vaporization, so this will be vaporization, if fusion, so fusion, so whatever phase transformations you do, that takes place at constant temperature. That means that if I need to calculate delta S, I just have to supply the value of enthalpy change. For what process specifically? Sir, for vaporization, which is given out to be 186.5, but it is in kilojoules, so 10 is power 3 joule upon, sir, what is the temperature, constant temperature at which vaporization take place for water, sir? It is 100 degrees Celsius. So in Kelvin, it will be 373 Kelvin. And yes, after this, you have to do the most difficult part, which is into divide. And okay, rather you do not have to do this beta, this 1000. Why? Because all the options are there in kilojoule only. So if you just solve this, I guess you will be getting somewhere around 0.5. Because this is 1 by 2 approximately 0.5, so best possible option also. So people are replying. Perfect. Moving to next one. Yes, again you have to be a bit calculative, so giving you 45 seconds to attempt this one, guys. Time started. Quick, everybody, quick. 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 Chalo. People are answering. Some are saying B, some are saying C. Chalo, let's check beta. Time has almost passed. I guess you will be landing at somewhere around a positive value, less than 100. So, okay, chalo, less percentage, but let's check beta. Let's explore the logic that why it is happening. So the question says 5 moles of an ideal gas expands reversibly. Okay, sir, again reversible expansion from a volume 8 decimeter cube. One important conversion beta, 1 decimeter cube is nothing but 1 liter. So don't bother if it is in decimeter, that is 1 liter. So 8 to 80 at temperature. So temperature is constant and you have to give the change in entropy. So beta, the general entropy change definition, the general entropy change formula is the general formula. Please keep these formula handy. This is not a phase transformation. So generally, the entropy change can be written as NCV ln T2 by T1 plus NR ln V2 by V1. Yes, you do not have to derive at this point of time, but yes, you should definitely keep this formula in handy. But sir, here in this question, temperature is constant. So beta, because temperature is constant, so T2 and T1 will be 1 and ln1 will be 0. So this factor is completely blown. So what else you have? Sir, I only have left with that one. So now do the calculation. So 2.303, because that is ln, so converting to log into number of moles I guess is 5 into r, value of r, yes, you have to calculate in joule, so rather it will be 8.314, which can also be approximated as 25 by 3. Good for your calculations, will be quite helpful, into log of, sir, final volume is 80 liters, initial volume is 8 liter. This is also easy because log 10, so this will be 1. And then if you just solve, I guess you will be, obviously sir, this is positive, so you will be landing somewhere around 95. I hope everybody got that, guys. Chalo. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3 2 1 go. Acha, 30 seconds beta, not 30 seconds. Quick. Quick, quick, quick. 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 Nice. Clear. Okay. Shoaib. Perfect. See, I always see the comments of my working serious students. Good evening, Robin. Good evening, Robin. Robin is back. Robin, I hope you are not coming in live sessions these days. So you must be watching. Henry, good evening. Why? Where are you people? You guys studying something or what? Beta, please make sure that you are watching the recorded versions. Obviously, I mean, after the live is done, watch the recorded versions with a pen and copy because these are the questions which will be definitely helping you to high probable also and will be helping you for practice also. Okay, Henry. Okay. Ah, chalo, perfect. Okay. Good evening. Good evening, Arana. Chalo. Now, I guess time has ended, and I hope you have not marked option 1. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. 76% of you are correct. So, let me just brief you about this. Sir, if you want to check the spontaneity, then calculate delta G, which is equal to delta H minus T delta S. And for a spontaneous process, this delta G has to be negative. That means this value has to be less than 0. That means, sir, delta H has to be greater than T delta S. That means, sir, temperature should be greater than the ratio of enthalpy change upon entropy change. So the enthalpy change value is given out in the question to be negative of 100 kilojoule. So kilojoule as in 10 to the power 3 joule. While entropy change is negative of 100, which is in joule. So no worries, 100 gone, 100 gone. That means temperature. Uh, minus T delta S, it has to be negative. So if this thing has to be negative, that means T delta S magnitude has to be more. If T delta S magnitude has to be more, then T has to be greater than this value. That means T has to be greater than that. For spontaneous, I need negative, na? Okay, beta. Because I have supplied negative values. Because, see, na, this is negative, this delta H, this delta S is negative, this delta H is also negative. So because these negative values are negative, so the inequality will change. So because that is negative, so inequality changes and it becomes lesser than what? 1000. The inequality change, you have to keep that in mind. So because both are negative, because there is a negative sign although getting cancelled, but the inequality will change. So temperature has to be lesser than 1000 Kelvin. So what option you have lesser than? Most of the student pick the limiting value. At 1000 it will be 0. That means it will be at equilibrium. If you want it to be spontaneous, then it has to be less than 1000. So which option you have less than 1900? So a good question, a rather logical question. And with that, let us move to this one. Again, not much calculation. You just have to read the questions and apply Hess law, because enthalpy change, all these values are dependent, they are extensive in nature. So if you add a reaction, they will get added. If you subtract a reaction, they will get subtracted. So because these properties are extensive in nature, that's why sir, A getting oxidized forming AO, enthalpy changes this. Sir, AO further getting oxidized forming higher oxide AO2, enthalpy changes that. You have to give heat of reaction for this reaction. Now just check how you're getting this reaction. If you just simply add reaction 1 and reaction 2, then you are going to get reaction 3. And this is just the simple application of Hess law, which says that enthalpy change, or rather all the thermodynamic properties, are extensive. So if you add, they will also get added. If you subtract, they'll also get subtracted. So just add them, sir. Minus 50 and plus 100 is plus 50. Bombay is your clear-cut right answer. Good percentage. Good percentage. Great, guys. Awesome. Moving to the next one. Again, not giving you more time. 30 seconds for this one as well. Time starts now. Quick. Everyone is doing great today. Awesome. I am very much pleased with the percentage of your performance, guys. Great. It rather feels quite productive. Chalo. Awesome. Chalo. The enthalpy change delta H for the reaction is given. If enthalpy change of formation of SO3 is this, and enthalpy change of formation of SO2, beta, a very traditional question, a very probable question. So what will be the formula that you will be applying? Sir, enthalpy change of a reaction, which is this, is equal to summation of enthalpy of formation of product minus reactant. So who is product? Sir, I have to put summation of enthalpy of formation of product, which is SO3. What is its stoichiometric coefficient? 1 minus, what about reactant? Sir, summation of enthalpy of formation of reactant, which is SO2, because oxygen, for all the pure components, for all the components which are in native state, for oxygen it exists freely as O2, therefore for oxygen it will be 0. So I guess both the values are given. Once you just put that value, it is, after that it is a matter of plus minus. I'm not saying easy, but yes, the more you practice, the better you get at reaching to an answer. So I guess a 75%, 18% has given, okay, 18% has given double of that value. So I hope everybody is now clear with this. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Quick guys, quick, very quick. Perfect, Muskan. Henry is saying A. Haryanvi is asking how to revise physics. How to revise physics? Beta, by revising physics. In order to revise physics, you have to see video of physics. In chemistry video, how can you revise physics? Beta, Shubhrat sir has taken loads of sessions, so just go to the live section. Jokes apart, Haryanvi ji, Haryanvi Gaming, just go to the lectures which Shubhrat sir has taken. They'll be helping you like anything. हाँ चलो चलो perfect. Now let's see how many of you have got this one, and then I will decide the flow of the, yes, 60%. So let me give you an idea about it. The enthalpy of combustion of carbon and carbon monoxide are given. You have to give enthalpy of formation of carbon monoxide per enthalpy of formation of carbon monoxide. Now, thank you. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Haryanvi ji. But beta, writing one thank you is good. No, so many thank you not. है ना? चलो. So beta, carbon monoxide formation of, so carbon monoxide will be formed from carbon solid and oxygen solid, because enthalpy of formation, what is the definition? The amount of enthalpy change to process 1 mole of a compound from its constituent in their most stable state. So what is the most stable state for carbon? Sir, carbon graphite, carbon solid. What is the most stable state for oxygen? Sir, it is O2 gas. That means I will be forming CO, but because I need 1 mole, so I rather add half over here. Now you tell me, if you have this, which is carbon monoxide, so this shall be the enthalpy of formation of 1 mole. Now, what are you given in the question? You are given enthalpy of combustion of carbon and enthalpy of combustion of carbon monoxide. Sir, how can I do it? Beta, enthalpy change of a reaction can be calculated using enthalpy of formation also, product minus reactant. If you have enthalpy of combustion of the species, then also you can calculate enthalpy of reaction. How, sir? Beta, enthalpy of reaction can also be calculated as summation of enthalpy of combustion. But again, the trend changes. For formation, it is product minus reactant. For combustion, it is of reactants minus of products. So make sure beta you keep these formulas handy because they will be very useful. Okay, sir. What is why you are, because beta here moles are one, but sometimes mole may change. So accordingly, you have to use those stoichiometry. And what about enthalpy of reaction? Sir, enthalpy of this reaction will be nothing but enthalpy of formation, because this is definition of enthalpy of formation of CO. So enthalpy of this reaction will be nothing but enthalpy of formation. So enthalpy of formation of CO, which is definitely enthalpy of reaction for the above reaction, will be equal to enthalpy of combustion of product. Who is your reactant? Who is my reactant? Sir, carbon solid. So for carbon solid, value is minus 393.5 minus. What about product, sir? Product is carbon monoxide, sir. And for carbon monoxide, it is given as minus 283. Then obviously I see it as a negative value is more, so your answer will definitely be negative. And I guess 400 minus 300, 100, so just above 100. So I guess it will be definitely negative. So answer is fourth. I hope everybody got it. Moving to the next one. Yes. Now, beta. Very quickly, sir, enthalpy of reaction can be calculated using enthalpy of formation, product minus reactant. Sir, combustion, reactant minus product. Bond enthalpy is also reactant minus product. So let us quickly calculate it without any poles. So the value of the heat evolved for this reaction is given. Because it is evolved, so value of delta H which is given is minus 182. Why? Because it is saying evolved. So because energy is released, so delta H will be negative. Because it is giving in theory, so that delta H in negativity you have to think in your mind. So delta H is given as minus 182. Now, what else I know, sir? I know that this will be the enthalpy change, which is bond enthalpy of reactant minus product again. Now, who is my reactant? H bond H. How many H bond H? Sir, 1 plus the Cl bond Cl. How many Cl bond Cl? Sir, 1. So this is reactant minus of product. In product, but sir, stoichiometry, you have 2. So twice of H bond Cl bond enthalpy. So reactant minus product. Now, I guess the values are given to you. Let me help you with the values. For H bond H, it is 430. For Cl bond Cl, it is 242. And for this you have to calculate. So let's say this value is X. So you just have to put the value beta minus 182 equals, this will be added. So 2, 4 and 3 is 7, 4 and 2 is 6, minus 2x. So the 2x will be 672 plus 182. So somewhere around, yes, but you then have to divide also. So once you solve, I guess, solution into divide beta, I'm not saying is easy, but yes, the more you practice, the closer you get to your answer. So kindly beta, once we are done with the live, you can download all these lecture notes from where? Just go to PW NEET English WhatsApp channel. These notes will be there in the WhatsApp channel. Download them and practice accordingly. I hope everybody is clear. Chalo guys. Moving quickly to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. Go. Quick, quick, everybody. Very quick. Sir blocked some people. Okay, did I? Beta, there must be the YT team. They will be watching. So they must have done that. Chalo, clear. Muskan is saying clear. Perfect, beta. Perfect. Let me check if I have some message from the YT guys. Because yes, we watch for everybody. Chalo. Perfect. Henry is saying B. सर आप बिल्कुल हिंदी नहीं बोलते क्या? बेटा मैं बहुत हिंदी बोलता हूँ. But read the name of the channel. It's PW English. So we should be compassionate enough. There are many people. Beta, recently, in the previous week, I have gone to Kerala and I have met some awesome students. Some awesome students. That was the first year for Xylem as well, the offline center where they have catered the JE students for the very first batch, and they have got an AIR of 786, 700 something. So those people are obviously they speak either Malayalam or English, so they don't understand Hindi per se. So we should be compassionate enough that there are students who cannot understand Hindi. So that's why this job is offered to you by obviously Alak sir, and that's what we guys are supposed to do. Chalo, great. Moving to, I hope you have attempted this well. I've given, I guess, a bit of more time for this one. 80%, fair enough, beta. Let's see. The question says, for a reversible reaction, the rate constant. Okay, sir, with this we have moved to chemical equilibrium. So for chemical equilibrium, just few basics. Most of us fear, oh sir, chemical equilibrium, I can't do chemical equilibrium. You can do very well these chemical equilibrium logic. How? Just make sure you know these relevant theoretical concept and apply in your numericals. First thing is, sir, equilibrium constant K do not depend upon the concentration of reactant and product. Yes, at the time of equilibrium, the value of K can be written in terms of equilibrium concentration. But at any other time apart from equilibrium, the same ratio gives you the value of equilibrium constant Q. And Q approaches K, which has nothing to do with the reaction mixture. It is just ratio of two rate constant. What rate constant, sir? Rate constant for forward reaction and rate constant for backward reaction. And therefore, a very beautiful question to make you understand K do not depend upon the concentration or the partial pressure or anything of the reaction mixture. It is a constant which only depends upon temperature. Now, sir, that means from Arrhenius equation, we also know the rate constant. So these rate constants are forward rate constant and backward rate constant, and at equilibrium, the rate becomes equal. So this becomes Kf upon Kb. So for forward reaction, your value is 2.38 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. And for backward reaction, it is 8.15 into 10 raised to the power minus 5. So let me make this also as 10 raised to the power minus 5. So this is gone. So this is simply 24 by 8.15, or rather 23.8. So I guess if you just solve, you will be landing somewhere around option 2. Moving to the next one. Yes. Now, no options for this one, because beta, in your NEET examination there will be one question. There is bound to be one question, and that question will definitely be asking you about the stoichiometric relationship of the concentration terms. Let us do it, sir. This is my reaction and initial concentration is 0. At time t equal to 0, my initial concentration is C. Initially I have no products. At equilibrium, C minus 2x. Whatever stoichiometry you have, you just use it. C minus 2x, where x will be my concentration. dissociated. So 2 forms 1, so 1 will form half. So 2 forms 1, so 2x will form simply x, sir. That's why I've taken 2x over here. It will ease the stoichiometry also. So 2 will form 1, so 2x will form x. 2 forms 1, so 2x will form x. That means I know the equilibrium concentration K do not depend upon concentration, but at time of equilibrium, the equilibrium concentrations can be equated with the value of K. So let us do it. K, which is 0.4, will be equal to concentration of product, which is x and x, because this is concentration, so no worries, because x is 2 times, so x squared upon C, which is 0.78, so 0.78 minus x, but because stoichiometry is 2, so whole squared. Now that means that x upon 0.78 minus x is nothing but under root of 0.14. How to do it? You obviously you will have options in your examinations, you can obviously solve, but let me help you with it to have some common sense of solving such numericals, because with options it is quite easy. Sir, if we have close options, then don't attempt such questions in the first go. Rather, if you have nothing to do, then go to those questions because they will be requiring time. Now, sir, 10 is power minus 2 is definitely 10 is power minus 1 after under root 14. So 3 is 9 and 4 is 16. This is very close to 4, sir. So 3.5, move more. So let's say 3.75. I mean, approximately. So that means this is nothing but 0.375, sir. Or rather 0.3, sir. So let's say, because I just have to calculate equilibrium concentration. So the equilibrium concentration of both product, which is I2 and Cl2, will be equal and will be equal to the value of x, which is approximately 0.375 molar, or rather moles per liter, and value equilibrium concentration of ICl will be nothing but C minus 2x, as in 0.78 minus 0.3 or whatever, 37. So now this is just an intro divide which you have to do, but beta, one question is definitely going to come and you have to know and be confident about your calculations. Sir, how I am not confident, sir, how, what will I do? Beta, practice. The more you practice, confidence is bound to come. Okay, chalo. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Quick. Yes. Quick, beta, quick. Quick. Neha. Okay, Neha is saying 0.16. Perfect, Neha. Perfect, beta. Perfect, Neha. Sir, why is not beta? Because in question it is 0.78 na. The Soumya, it was given 0.78, not 78. So that's why 0.78 minus 2x. है ना? Soumya, this is in question. The concentration C is 0.78, 2x gone. So equilibrium concentration. Okay. Soumya. Sorry. Yes, beta. Soumya is right, guys. Everybody. Because this is 2x, I just forget to, this is 2 into 0.37. I'm sorry, beta. I'm sorry. This is twice of that, beta. So obviously that one I didn't calculate. So thank you. Okay. So make sure, beta, these error you will also do. So if you see people making the error, you tend to keep that thing for a longer duration of time. Anna? Chalo, I hope the time has ended. Yes, rather this was a very doable, non-doable question, beta. Again, percentage C, people are answering option C. Answer is Delhi, beta. Let us check why. Good question. Let us check why. N2O4 is dissociated to this much percent and this much percent. So this is alpha 1 and this is alpha 2. So at two different pressures, the value of dissociation can change. Definitely I can know that. But yes, after reaching equilibrium, K do not depend. So at total pressure P1 and at total pressure P2. So at pressure P1, degree of dissociation is this. At pressure P2, degree of dissociation is this. Now, I have to calculate the value of the ratio of this total pressure. What will not change, sir? K do not depend upon anything, sir. K depend upon temperature, that is same. So let us write for dissociation of N2O4, which will rather dissociate as twice of NO2. So this inorganic also you should know. Now, let's say, sir, initially, sir, you said that K do not depend upon concentration. Yes, it do not depend upon pressure also. So you can take any initial value. Why? Because whatever value you will take, K has nothing to do with it. So rather use a simpler value. Take 1 atm or 1 bar pressure. Sir, why you are saying bar pressure, not moles? Because beta, you are given with pressure, so rather deal with the partial pressure of these gases. So let's say I have taken 1 atm of this gas. Initially it was 0. Whenever equilibrium was reached, 1 minus alpha, because I need degree of dissociation also, so this will be 2 alpha. So can you tell me what will be the value of equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressure? Yes, sir. Partial pressure of product, which is 2 alpha. But sir, partial pressure will be equal to mole fraction. So 2 alpha upon total moles. So 2 alpha is, rather let's say it is moles. So 1, 0, 1 minus alpha and 2 alpha. Let's say these are moles. So what will be partial pressure? So partial pressure of NO2 will be mole fraction of NO2. So number of moles of this upon total moles, as in 2 alpha upon 1 plus alpha. Because what will be total mole? This plus this. So this plus this will make 1 plus alpha. Into total pressure, let's say it is P. We will change that, but let us derive it first. Whole squared upon, sir, partial pressure of this, which is moles of this upon total moles, into total pressure, sir, raised to the power 1 beta. So not writing. That means, sir, Kp is nothing but, this will be 4 alpha square, and then this P square and this P will gone. So I'll have a P in the numerator upon, sir, 1 plus alpha and 1 plus alpha gone, but I will still have 1 plus alpha because it is square. So 1 plus alpha, 1 minus alpha is, this is okay. This is also 1 plus alpha. This 1 plus alpha gone. Okay, this 1 minus alpha will be there in the denominator. So 1 plus alpha, 1 minus alpha will make 1 minus alpha square. Now I know a general formula, sir. Sir, K will not change, sir. So what is changing? The two values. So let us equate it at two instances. So for alpha 1, it will be 4 alpha 1 square into P1 upon 1 minus alpha 1 squared will be equal to second instance, because K value will not change. Sir, 4 alpha 2 square into P2 upon 1 minus alpha 2 squared. Sir, 4 gone. What I need partial pressure ratio of P1 and P2. So P1 upon P2 will be nothing but alpha 2 squared upon 1 minus alpha 2 squared whole into, this will go to the numerator. So 1 minus alpha 1 squared upon alpha 1 squared. Now, what are the value of alpha 1 and alpha 2? Sir, given, no sir, it is percentage. So beta, with that percentage, you can clearly calculate alpha 1. How, sir? Alpha 1 will be equal to 33 by 100. That means approximately 1 by 3. Alpha 2 will be, sir, 40 by 100. That means 4 by 10. That means 2 by 5. 40 by 100, that is 4 by 10, that is 2 by 5. So I know value of alpha 1 and alpha 2 now. Now beta, you have to solve, but once you solve na, you will not get these values. This is a question where you have to be very calculative. I will help you with the values. Anybody is can anybody give me the ratio beta? Just the ratio. I do not wish to get the exact value. Can anybody help me with the ratio? If you just put that beta, you will be getting this P1 by P2 as, let me just confirm that value to you, because this is quite calculative beta. This will be 32 upon 21. And once you solve, this will approximately come out to be 1.5. Now you have to check that which of these option is closest, and then you will see option 4th is closest, because none of the option is actually giving. So such questions can come. I definitely know probability is very less, but beta, if at all you are working, then you should work on such questions which will help you to understand the concept. And yes, a very calculative question, a very rather doable question, non-doable question at the time of examination, doable question for practicing stuff. I hope everybody is clear. Chalo, perfect. Moving to the next one. Do not lose confidence. After equilibrium, we'll be rushing to organic side of chemistry that will boost our confidence. So do not worry and start working and keep working. You're obviously what start you're working. Chalo, chalo, perfect. So time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Quick, everybody. Quick. Yes, sir, maybe it's okay. Chalo, perfect. I'm also from Karnataka. Okay, beta. The time of class ending, sir. Beta, we are, we'll end within 1 hour. It'll take 1 more hour, less than 1 hour. We'll end soon. Don't worry. Less than 1 hour. Because after these organic questions, beta, we just have the famous chapter of amines. So that's it. We'll be finishing after that. So I hope most of you have got the answer, because yes, for physical side of chemistry, I wanted everybody to have that confidence. I guess people are confused between option B and D. So let us explore why. We have moved to ionic equilibrium with this. The Ka of HCN is given. That means, sir, because Ka value is very less, that means it's a weak acid. The pH of this much molar HCN solution, sir, if I have a weak acid, then what can I say about the H plus ion concentration at equilibrium? Do not, I mean, yes, you can obviously derive, but beta, a very important conclusion directly, it will be used. For weak acid at equilibrium, H plus ion concentration is nothing but under root of dissociation constant into whatever concentration I have taken. So I guess this will be value of Ka is given out to be 4 times 10 raised to the power minus 10. Concentration is 2.5 times 10 raised to the power minus 1. So sir, this is nothing but 4 into 2.5 is nothing but 10 rupees. So that 10 and this 10 is power minus 1 will be cancelled. So 10 is power minus 10 is 10 is power minus 5, which is your H plus ion concentration at equilibrium. So pH will be minus of log. So this will be rather simply 5 beta. I do not know why you were giving B as an answer. I hope everybody is clear with this. Guys, moving to the next one. Now, obviously, because this is no option, it is a question with which I want you to practice ionic. So for weak acid, I have told you, and one more factor about weak acid, that if you are supposed to calculate the ionization constant for an acid, then for its conjugate base, or an Bronsted acid base pair, the value of dissociation constant of acid and dissociation constant of base is always constant, and it is equal to dissociation constant of water. A very important conclusion. But this is only valid for conjugate acid base pair, not always. So for an conjugate acid base pair, the dissociation constant of acid and conjugate base is always a constant, the multiplier, because in the question Ka is asked and Kb is given, which is 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 10. So this will be equal to Kw, which is 10 to the power minus 14. So value of Ka will be nothing but 1 by 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. If I rather write 10 over here, so it will become minus 5. So this is 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 5. A very probable theoretical concept beta for your calculations, which you will be getting in your examination. Moving to the next one. Now, next one is obviously a question for you which you can attempt moving to the other side of ionic equilibrium, because ionic is very precise beta. You do not have to do everything, but do at least these things theoretically, and this is what I'm trying to do, make you do also. है ना? चलो. Shadya Khan is saying done sir. Okay, Shadya, perfect. Neha, perfect. Neha, perfect. Shadya, perfect. Great, everybody, great. Whoever is studying very properly over here. Awesome. Awesome. Chalo, quick. Quick. Chalo. I hope time has ended and you have utilized it 100%. So perfect. Let me just write the formula. The pH of the solution containing 50 ml of this much molar sodium acetate, so this is salt of strong base with weak acid, and I have this much molar of weak acid. Sir, what is this? Beta, this is your beautiful buffer solution, and for a buffer pH is nothing but pKa, because it's an acidic buffer, plus log of the conjugate part coming from the salt. So rather we simply write concentration of salt upon concentration of the weak part, which is weak acid in this case. The concentration is given. So for weak acid it is 10 raised to the power minus 2. For salt it is 10 raised to the power minus 1. So this is simply 10. So log 10 is 1. pK is given 4.75. So plus 1 is definitely 5.75, which makes Bombay as your right answer. Moving next. Now, again, sir, again, sir, again, sir. So beta, keep on attempting, keep on attempting. Keep on attempting. I'm not giving a poll for this one, because for such questions I have brought you such questions to just make you revise the chapter of ionic equilibrium, with most of the student fear. But beta, if such a question come, it will be crime to leave such question of rather. Yes, generally ionic equilibrium serves you with a Google with a bouncer, but beta, generally not always. So that's why you should have your kits attached with you. If the question is calculative or not doable, no one, many, very less students are going to attempt it. But if at all easy question is coming, then don't leave this chapter beta. Chalo, perfect. Now, perfect, Sheb. Now, perfect. Chalo, great. Now the next question says, what is the pH of 1 molar sodium acetate solution? Ka of acetic acid is given. Sir, then this is a salt and this is just a salt solution. That means it is a case of salt hydrolysis. Sir, weak acid, weak base, strong acid, strong base never undergo hydrolysis. Now, for let's say this is salt of strong base and weak acid. So you tell me base is strong, so pH is bound to be decided by strong base, and base has pH what beta? 7 plus. If rather I was having a salt of strong acid and weak base, so I'm giving you formula for both of them. So because in that case acid will be strong, so acid will decide, and for acid pH will be less than 7. But by what factor? It will be half of pK of the weaker part. In this case acid is weaker, so pKa plus log of the concentration of salt, and in this case it will be half of pK of the weaker part, which is base in this case, plus log of concentration of salt. Now in this case I guess you have value of acha, kW not required. Okay, you have value of Ka, so yes, you have to calculate log of, in fact pK will be minus of log of Ka, which is 1.8 into 10 raised to the power minus 5. So this will be how, let me just help you to calculate log. So this will be minus of log of 10 raised to the power minus 6 minus of log of 18. This 1.8 I have converted to 18, because then power is this. So this is 6 minus, what is log 18? So 18 is 9 into 2. 9 is 3 squared into 2. So this is 2 into log 3, which is 0.5, plus log 2, which is 0.3. So you just add subtract 6, you will be getting minus of log of this, which will be nothing but minus of log of this is the value of pKa. So you can directly put the value of pKa. Concentration of salt is 1 molar, so log C is definitely 0 because log 1 is 0 because this is 1 molar. So divide by 2 and you just have to solve. I guess once you solve this, I guess you will be getting somewhere around 9. Now I will tell you a trick. Obviously most of you have seen that trick also, sir. Why you are doing everything here? Because I'm making you revise the formula. For this question, I would not have, even most of you have not done anything. Why? Sir, because it is having strong base, so pH is bound to be greater than 7. I have told you initially only. Which option you have more than 7? Only one. So for this question, definitely you should not solve, but at least you should know the logic that how to solve. And once such question comes in your examination, then you definitely know what to do. But I am giving you the complete logic. Moving to the next one. Now, sir, but one salt you left. I didn't leave it, because that's the next question. If both are weak, then pH for salt of weak acid weak base is 7 plus half of pK minus pKb. Value of pKa is 4.77 and value of pKb is 3.27. So you just have to do the calculation, and definitely you will be getting 1 as your answer. Moving to the next one. Last question of solution of physical chemistry, then we'll be moving to ionic. Just attempt this one, guys. I just have sip some water. My coffee ended. Chalo, nevertheless, let's explore this one. Now, the reason I'm giving you time for this question is two reasons. One, sipping water. Two, good question. Good question. Why I'm saying good question? Yes, people are attempting and they are getting answer also. So great. For this one, answer is definitely Bombay. 80% as right. Neha. Chalo, all these students who are working, Neha, Archita, Antidon, Shoaib, Ananya, Melody, Shadya, Isaac. Perfect, beta. Perfect. Let me give you the logic. Good question, and beta, please focus on the concept. The concept says the solubility product of magnesium hydroxide, because it is saying solubility product, that means it is a sparingly soluble species, because the value also sees it is 10 to the power minus 11. So this magnesium hydroxide, being a sparingly soluble electrolyte, will dissociate marginally to magnesium ion and hydroxide ion. Let's say its solubility is S, so this will be S and this will be 2S. Sir, The value of KSP is given. So value of KSP, which is 10 raised to the power minus 11, will be concentration of magnesium ion. Sir, why you are not writing the solubility? Because beta, these magnesium ion may be created by some other common ion also, into concentration of hydroxide ion but squared. That's why I'm not writing the values now, because it is saying that at what pH magnesium start to precipitate in the form of this from a solution. That means I'm externally using a salt which is creating magnesium ion. How much magnesium ion it has created? Say 10 raised to power minus 3 molar. So will you account for this negligible S? No, sir, because 10 raised to power minus 3 is very large value than this S. So because this concentration is created by some other common ion, so this dissociation will further be suppressed. So now this value is negligible. So that S I'm not even considering. So concentration, the equilibrium concentration of magnesium will be 10 to the power minus 3 plus that negligibly small value S. So rather leave it. This is 10 to the power minus 3. So that gives me the concentration of this guy, which is OH minus. So concentration of OH minus ion at equilibrium squared will be equal to 10 to the power minus 11 upon 10 to the power minus 3. 10 raised to the power minus 11 upon, which is 10 to the power minus 8. That means OH minus ion concentration is nothing but 10 to the power minus 4 because it is squared, so under root. That means POH will be equal to minus of log of this, which is 4, and pH is equal to 14 minus 4 as in 10. That means Bombay. A very doable, a very probable question, beta. Doable if you know the logic, then doable also. But yes, you should learn, you should have an idea of sparingly soluble salts. I hope everybody is clear with this. Guys, chalo. Moving to some questions from organic side of chemistry. Now, organic side of chemistry will definitely give us some confidence. Confidence for what? Confidence for actually starting our NEET examination with an idea that you should definitely attempt organic and inorganic first, do all those doable questions, and then start searching those probable questions from your area of inorganic from your area of physical chemistry. So the first question is in front of you. Giving you 30 seconds to attempt this one. Time starts now. Beta, NTA loves amines chapter. All the time, the probable logic, the probable reactions. So please make sure, beta, just another 30 minutes. Even because another hardly 15 minutes. Not even 30. Hardly 15 minutes. Cool. Chalo. Because even you will feel, sir, organic with organic, it is very easy to attempt questions, sir. Even you will feel that. And then I'll be giving you the questions of biomolecules as homework. Okay? Chalo. Option first. So let's check. Option first. Perfect, 61%. Very easy. Very probable, sir. Organic, sir. Now in front of physical, it is very doable, sir. Beta, HBr in benzoyl peroxide. Sir, this is anti-Markovnikov. So Markovnikov will allow Br here, anti-Markovnikov allow will Br here. So Br will be attached here. KCN will replace this Br and you will be getting this 5-membered chain with CH3, and this Br will be replaced by Cn because this will give Cn minus ion as nucleophile. Sir, simple SN reaction. Now I have sodium amalgam in ethanol which acts as a reducing agent. So this reducing agent, this Ra will reduce what? Sir, this reducing agent will reduce the triple bonded nitrogen to 1 degree amine. Where you can see that 1 degree amine? Option 1, sir. So I hope everybody got it. Moving to the next one. Now, let us quickly do these questions. Sir, the correct order of decreasing bond strength. Sir, aryl for aromatic amines, the lone pair of nitrogen is delocalized in the ring. So not a strong base in presence in comparison to alkyl amines. And if you have ethyl or methyl substituted amine, then sir, 2 degree amine is most basic. So just check. This is benzenamine, this will be less. Then this is also aromatic, but ultimately it is substituted by an alkyl group. So this is 2 degree, and because of the inductive effect, this will be a better base, but still they are lower. Why? Because sir, alkyl amine are stronger base, and this is a 1 degree amine, while this is a 2 degree amine. Therefore, that will be your answer, and answer will be option 3. Now, a keyword that I'm giving you, for beta alkylamines, if you have methyl substituted alkylamine, then the trick is 213, because methyl is less, 2 is always the strongest base. Between 1 degree and 3 degree and 3 degree 1 degree, who tells you the answer? The value of pKb and Kb. Methyl is a smaller group, so the value tell 1 wins, and ethyl is having more carbon, so for ethyl it is 2 3 1. I hope you have this idea, and if you do have this idea, then these questions are much probable for you. Moving to the next one. Yes, statement based questions beta, very much asked by JE also, so expect them for your NEET examination also. Quick. Chalo. Perfect. Awesome. Now, I hope most of you have got the answer. Yes, 80%. Perfect, guys. Perfect. You are rocking today. All of you are rocking today. Aniline does not undergo Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Yes, because lone pair of nitrogen will make nitrogen as a base, and anhydrous AlCl3 will act as an acid, so they will react. If they react, then how come those electrophiles are generated? So definitely true. Aniline cannot be prepared through Gabriel synthesis. Yes, sir. Because during Gabriel synthesis, SN2 reaction takes place, and SN2 is best done on a 1 degree alkyl halide. The aryl halide cannot be allowed to have that SN reaction. Therefore, aromatic amines can't be formed. So this is also definitely correct, and because both are true, option 3 is your answer. Quick. So this will this will move. So A will be CH3, CH2, CH2, C triple bond N, sir. This will be A. On basic hydrolysis, sir, I will be having 1, 2, 3, and amide, because complete hydrolysis will form carboxylic acid. Ammonia will be released. Basic will form amide. So this will be my base amide B. So Br2 in basic medium is Hoffman bromamide degradation reaction. So that means this will remove the carbonyl group. And what are you going to get? So 3 carbons and NH2. So 1, 2, 3 and NH2. So what I have, sir, you simply have propylamine as an option 3 as your right answer. Perfect, beta. You guys are doing awesome today. Next one. Quickly. The question says, how many of the following will not give? Beta, please make sure you are marking this, which not give. So you have to give that compound which will not give you what, sir? Primary amine. Sir, amide with LiLH4 followed by hydrolysis will do complete reduction. Sir, this will give you ethylamine. That means, sir, this is 1 degree amine. So, sir, I do not want 1 degree. It is giving 1 degree, so not an answer. Sir, Hoffman bromamide says CO, so this is methylamine, sir. This is also not done. Sir, again strong reducing agent, sir. It will form sir 2 carbonamine, so ethylamine, same, sir. So 1 degree, sir. Yes, sir. Isocyanide is actually CH3. This is my isocyanide. So complete reduction of this will definitely give amine, but what amine? Sir, it will be giving 2 degree amine. So definitely this will be my answer. That means Delhi is your right answer. Perfect. 90%. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Super awesome. Moving to the next one. So the product. I don't have space to move this. Chalo, here. Now the product in the following reaction, sir, this is diazonium salt. Diazonium salt with Gattermann synthesis, sir, Gattermann process. Gattermann process will induce the halogen, sir, bromine, so it will become bromobenzene. With magnesium, sir, Grignard reagent will be formed, so magnesium benzene will be attached with the divalent magnesium. Sir, hydrolysis, beta post hydrolysis, what is going to happen? Sir, magnesium being positive will take OH minus and H will come to benzene. So this will be simply your benzene ring as an option 3. A beautiful question. But yes, beta, these all are simple NCERT logics. 60%, 66%. I hope everybody got it. I hope everybody got it. Guys, chalo, perfect. Moving to the next one. Yes. Quick beta. Now, next question says, the product form, sir. Okay. Sir, this is nitrile. So LiLH4 will form what? Sir, benzene. Then I have carbon. Then sir, CH2. Then NH2, because sir, this is strong reducing agent. Now, the diazonium cation, NaNO2 plus HCl will bring the diazotization. So phenyl, CH2, and then N2 plus and Cl minus. Now after diazotization, if I'm doing hydrolysis, then what will be broken, sir? Sir, add benzylic carbon, this will be gone, and this benzylic carbon will be receiving OH from water. So your answer will definitely be phenol. I hope most of you have got it. Less percentage, but I hope now with the explanation everybody is clear, because beta, yes beta, we are just ending, because now even I am feeling that I guess we had loads of classes today. So chalo, just finishing, and then I'll be giving few questions for biomolecules as homework. I hope everybody is clear. Just few questions for biomolecules, and then we'll be moving. Now, attempt this one, beta. Attempt this one quick. Real quick. Sir, you have to identify the compound that will react with Hinsberg reagent. Sir, 1 degree react with Hinsberg reagent, form the sulfonamide. And because it has acidic hydrogen, therefore it again reacts with base and gets dissolved. So 2 degree amine will form benzonamide, but because 2 degree will not have acidic hydrogen, so it will not react with base. It is saying you should react with Hinsberg reagent to give a solid which dissolves an alkali. So if you want me to get dissolved, that means you should want me to be a 1 degree amine. Obviously option 2 is a 1 degree amine. So Bombay is your right answer. Perfect. 80%. Great. 30 seconds again. I will be discussing also, and I'm solving also with you. Now, sir, again Hoffman, again sir, diazotization. Sir, this NH2 will be diazonium. What R can I use which will remove the nitrogen? I will introduce hydrogen, sir. That means you need R to be a famous reducing agent. How many reducing agents? How many reducing agents you can have? You can have NCERT serves you 2 reducing agents. Who are those? Sir, ethanol and H3PO2. Ethanol, this turns to aldehyde, and H3PO2 turns to H3PO3. So H3PO2 not given, so obviously option A will be your right answer. I hope everybody got this. Perfect. 77%, 100% guys. Perfect. Perfect. So I'm giving you few questions more beta for practice. These are high probable questions, so make sure you are attempting them. Yes, this last question you attempt, and then we have some question from biomolecules as well. We have some good questions from biomolecules as well, and those my biomolecules question will be definitely a homework for you. So let's attempt this last question together. Last question, beta. Let me see a 90% participation there. Let me see a 90% participation there. Chalo. Okay, people are saying B. The correct statement regarding the basicity of arylamine. Sir, come on, but beta, these are your exact asked PYQs. So why? Because the lone pair of nitrogen is delocalized inside the ring. And because it is delocalized inside the ring, therefore it will be less available for donation. So which is correct? Lone pair electrons are delocalized by the interaction with the aromatic ring. This is definitely correct, and because of this, arylamines are weaker bases. So Bombay, 100%. I was expecting 90, and you have given more than 90. Beta, these are some basic, very famous biomolecules question for you. You definitely have to practice these questions because they will be helping you like anything. Acha, let us attempt this one, beta. What does D signifies? Just this one. What does D signifies? Quickly, what does D signifies? Sir, is channel practical chemistry lecture is there, beta? In next class, I'll bring practical chemistry. Leaderboard also we'll see. Leaderboard also. Perfect. Leaderboard also. Beta, the WhatsApp channel link is there in the the video link also, and in the bio of our PW channel of this YouTube channel, PW NEET English. So just get that WhatsApp, join that WhatsApp group, and you will be getting these lecture notes. Now, sir, the D configuration, whenever we are having this chiral carbon, the last chiral carbon, if it is having functional group on the right side, this represents the D configuration. If it is on the left side, it confirms the L configuration. Now, sir, if I have a carbon chain, then this shall be my last carbon. So this shall be my penultimate carbon. So what is this D configuration? It is the penultimate carbon, the second last carbon. That is the penultimate carbon has to be chiral, and its chiral carbon is having functional group on what side decides the D or L configuration. That means obviously 1 is my right answer. 20%. I hope everybody got this beta now. Last, no poll for this one. Why? Because sir, all the carbohydrates, monosaccharides and disaccharides are reducing sugar because they react with Tollens and Felling reagent. Only one disaccharide, which is sucrose, because the anomeric carbon is not free, and all the polysaccharides are non-reducing. So you are asked which is non-reducing sugar, so definitely sucrose is your answer. Yes, I have, obviously in between I have some practice questions for you which you can very well practice. How to download these notes from? Again, go to PW NEET English WhatsApp channel just after this live, download these notes, and yes, practice them so that you can maximize your results. We'll be meeting soon with the next live. All the very best. Keep working for yourself. I will see you soon. Bye bye. Good night. Acha, 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 acha. Okay, okay, okay. I forgot one thing. Okay, I forgot one thing. Okay, okay, okay. I forgot one thing. You asked to show you the leaderboard, na? Even I have never. Haan. So Neha, nahi, Shweta. Shweta has answered correctly 29 questions. Neha has answered 22 correct questions, but efficiency is quite better because out of 23, she has answered 22. Shweta out of 39 and Ananya out of 25, 22 questions. Then we have many students, yaar. Very good. Archita, Vanshika. Chalo, perfect, guys. Perfect. So the poll result also seems beautiful. All the very best. I will